Guys, Spotify is robbing you blind. Their new terms of service is crazy. If you're an artist, creator, uploading to that platform, you need to listen up. Like, I have my phone here because I'm reading through, and this is nasty work. They're taking your money, and there's nothing you can do about it. Let me give some context, yeah? Spotify is now saying if you use or upload music onto their platform, you give them the exclusive right for them to modify your works and essentially do anything they want with it. Now, what does that mean? That means they could train AI models on your music to create music that sounds like you. And there's nothing you can do about it because you've given them permission to do whatever they want with your works. But don't worry, they've been kind enough to say you still own it. But this is where things get crazy. It says here, by posting user content to the service, you, on behalf of the subscribing entity, grant Spotify a non-exclusive, transferable, sub-licensable, royalty-free, fully paid, worldwide license to reproduce, make available, perform and display, translate, modify, create derivative works from, distribute, and otherwise such use the user content through any medium. I'm going to stop there because there's a lot of words there. There is a lot. And the one that I want everyone to really understand is create derivative works from. And the reason why this is important is if you make a track today, you upload it, someone hears it, and they sample that, they have to ask you permission to use that sample in the track. Therefore, you guys will talk about splits and you can make money from that. Now, what's weird about me reading that is that it's Spotify saying you upload the music, they can essentially sample that and not pay you any royalties because you've given them the license to do so just by uploading the music. Now, to me, that's crazy because now if they have then used it for synchronization or for anything else, that technically means they don't owe you royalties based on the license agreement that's been written there. I would love a music lawyer to clear that up, but that is really what I'm understanding from that. And you're looking through and it's like translate, modify, and create derivative works. So already there's probably a clause about them modifying it where that could be, for example, attenuating the volume and certain things like that. However, this could mean that they could alter your content as they see fit. So if they feel like, for example, your music, they don't like a certain part of it, they could potentially cut that out. Now, this I don't know what to say because I really don't like DSPs. I'm someone who, me myself, if I use a DSP, it's Amazon Music. And the reason I use them is because I actually purchase my music and I can listen back, I can stream back and listen to what I purchased. So I only listen to the music that I've purchased. And I know not everyone is cool with that model, but hey, I like the old way of doing things. Now, Spotify is arguably the largest DSP out there, great for playlists, great for really pushing your music out there to the masses. Nearly everyone and their dog knows Spotify. But with this, I think that's all going to change. Again, as I said, if someone else sampled your work, they have to pay you. It seems like Spotify now has your work. They don't have to pay you. And what's crazy is that even if you did a cover song, there's specific cover licenses that you can get to ensure that you get paid. In this case, what Spotify is saying, they don't owe you nothing. They owe you nothing. Like, it even goes on to say here, they can use your name and likeness to do whatever they want. Now, some of it is worded for example, for promotion, if you're hitting one of those playlists like Friday Madness or new releases weekly and they're using the image. But in this new world of AI, where we now have an AI artist that has gone platinum, what's stopping them from taking your work and creating more of these AI workers to sound exactly like you. So all of the unique things that makes you you, they're using that to train those models and even take your lyrics or some of your beats and use that for their AI models. In this case, from the wording here, there's nothing to stop you because you've given them the rights to do that. And also, there's no compensation. It mentions nothing about further compensation for that. So, guys, that's really keeping your music even on Spotify right now is a risk. Like, I implore you to actually think about, okay, do I need to move my music elsewhere? As I said, if this was someone else sampling your work, you're entitled for money. Here, that's not the case. Let me put things in perspective for you guys. Spotify is arguably the biggest DSP out there, but they also pay the least amount of money. 1 million streams is worth 5 grand. Now, in the grand scheme of things, that's not a lot of money, but especially if you're an independent artist, that's a lot of money for you. With this new legislation, potentially that's gonna cut down your earnings. You're like, what? Let's say, for example, you've got 1 million, 2 million, 3 million streams on that song, right? And Spotify has deemed that to be popular. What's stopping them, based on these terms and conditions, this user agreement, from them taking your lyrics, your beat, and giving that to an AI artist, and then using their algorithm to push everyone to listen to that song, which essentially is yours, is your IP. But you've given that up by uploading to their platform. So yeah, you may have got that 5 grand that time round, but what about your next release? You might not get that. You actually might just be phasing yourself out by staying on this platform. So guys, I implore you guys to reconsider actually having your music on the platform, because there's nowhere on here, I need to look through again, that it says that this is for future releases. I believe this may be retroactive. So all of those hours, that money that you put in creating your music, in the future could mean nothing, because this is getting retrained, reused, and someone else is profiting. And it's not just someone else. This company has millions, billions going through its company, and you could potentially not see any money from it. Like, guys, I don't know if other DSPs are going to follow suit, but if you are looking to release music, you might want to start looking at other places to put it. Bandcamp is a great place, direct to consumer, get your mailing lists up, sell it that way. There's even.biz, which allows you to give exclusive content to all of your fellow supporters, and people can download and listen and stream through that platform. Obviously, you have the others like Apple Music, Deezer, Tidal, but I don't know if it's only a matter of time before they do exactly the same thing. I'm going to make this simple, yeah? If you had a track, it's already out there, you've registered, it's with PRS, it's with ASCAP, BMI, blah, blah, blah. I stole your lyrics, I stole your melody, I stole the beat, and I just put it out there and I said, no, this is me. You know you're entitled to royalties from that. I know that. But now Spotify is doing the same thing, but they're like, hey, because you're using our platform, we can do whatever we want with your music. And we don't have to pay you any royalties, because guess what? Written right here, you forfeited that. I don't even know if they have to continue paying mechanical royalties with this. Like, I really need a music lawyer to sit down and go through this even more detail. So again, I'm not going to tell you guys what to do, but I would suggest moving all of your music off Spotify and stop supporting the platform. This is ridiculous. This is daylight robbery. This is someone coming into your house and saying, this is my house now. It's fine. It's my house. You have to go. Guys, there's so much other DSPs out there that you can use and upload your music to that pay more royalties. Said you've got Tidal there, you've got Amazon Music, you've got Apple Music, you've got Deezer. There's so many other places that you can upload your music to that people can consume it. It's time to leave Spotify. I don't know if the others are going to join in with this foolishness, but hey, guys, let's talk about it in the comments. Protect your music. Get off the platform.